Hey, what's up everybody, Qtall here, and lately I've been psyching myself up so much for Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. We're just over 3 months away from the games and the hype train gets faster every day. So I decided to make a video showcasing the top 5 features that people are excited for. Now there's a lot of stuff to be excited for, so don't get offended if I leave something out that you like more, because I'm more than likely super excited about it too. So without further ado, let's jump right into the list. Starting off the list at number 5, we'll be talking about the new co-op mechanic that's being added into the games. I love the idea of sitting down and playing a mainline game with a friend or family member on a home console. The game can now be enjoyed with the people around you, while only requiring one system. You can play the whole game with them, and I think that's great. Pokemon has always done an amazing job of bringing people together, and I think the co-op feature will capture that perfectly. Just simply shake your other Joy-Con to join your friend, and you're right there in the adventure. I don't know about you guys, but I would have loved this feature as a kid. While I don't think this is going to be my favorite feature, it certainly nabs a spot in the top 5. Moving on to number 4, we'll be talking about the story. We of course don't know the story's complete details, but what we do know is that it's inspired by the story of Pokemon Yellow. Pokemon Yellow is a lot of fun and is marked as one of the 3 games that kickstarted the colossal franchise that we know today. It's confirmed that good old Professor Oak and the original gym leaders will be returning, and we'll have our own cinematic encounter with the legendary Pokemon Mewtwo. We also know that we cross paths with Team Rocket once again, including Jesse and James. With a brand new rival and story, I'm expecting great things from Pokemon Let's Go. Up next for number 3, I know this feature is huge for almost everyone planning to play Pokemon Let's Go, and that is that we're able to capture all 3 Kanto starters in the wild. Being able to capture the starters is something completely new, and it's honestly refreshing. The QR scanner in the Gen 7 games gave us a taste of it, but I'm really glad it's incorporated in these games. I know this feature is important to a lot of players because I know most of you want to at least have one starter be a part of your team. I personally will be using a Charizard in my playthrough, so this is something I appreciate a lot. Starter Pokemon are iconic and hold a lot of nostalgia for players, so I think making them easily accessible was a good play on Pokemon's part. If you're interested in seeing the rest of the team I'll be using in my playthrough, feel free to check out the video I made about it. I'll put a link in the description and an on-screen annotation should pop up right about now. Next up on our list at number 2 is the mind-blowing graphics. I cannot describe how much I love the way these games look. They match my expectations of what a Pokemon game should look like on the Nintendo Switch and then some. If we're being honest, we know this game is just the beginning of Pokemon games on the Switch. They'll keep getting better, and the aspect is really important to me and most other Pokemon fans. The high definition models of both Pokemon and characters look amazing, and the detail given to the background in the water is beautiful. I wouldn't be surprised if the 2019 games have graphics that rival Breath of the Wild's. Now, before we move on to our number 1 spot on the list, I'd like to take a second and do a quick honorable mention. I can't do this without giving my opinion on the catching mechanics that we've seen in the gameplay in the trailer so far. With the very much controversial Pokemon Go style catching, there is a ray of light. I personally don't mind the removal of wild Pokemon battles, but I know a lot of people do, and I completely understand it. It's Pokemon, and it's what makes Pokemon Pokemon. However, I don't think this should be causing as big of a fuss as it is. It's new, it's unique, and I can get behind it. I personally think a mix of the 2 systems would be amazing. What I mean by that is we battle the Pokemon, then when it comes time to throw the ball, we have the choice to do it either the traditional way or the more Pokemon Go-esque style. Perhaps giving a bonus to players to use the new mechanic when catching Pokemon, but forcing players to do it is not the best path. Either way, I think these games will be phenomenal, and I'm more than excited to be playing them on November 16th. Now what you've all been waiting for, coming in at number 1, we'll be discussing one of the biggest selling points of these games, Pokemon following behind you. No, not only that, but you ride them now. You ride the fucking Arcanine. I cannot tell you how excited this gets me every time I see this part of the trailer. I lose it. Pokemon following you has been begged for since Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and now we finally have it back. My hopes are that we'll be able to see the return of it in future Pokemon games. I mean, I don't see why not. The hardware should be more than capable. This long sought after feature adds to the immersion of these games and puts you right into the shoes of the trainer. That's why I think this comes in at the number 1 spot on our list of most anticipated features. So, that's it for today. I hope you're all as excited as I am. If you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like or subscribing. Also, drop me a comment telling me what feature you're most excited for. I'll catch you all later.